Thank you, Susie. We told you earlier in the newscast that a Kalamazoo man has come down with a suspected eastern equine encephalitis case. It's a dangerous viral brain disease spread by mosquitoes, and it's more common in horses and very unusual in humans. Dr. Richard Tooker joining us right now from the Kalamazoo Health Department to talk a little bit more about this. How rare is it? First of all, let's let people know it's extremely rare.
Fortunately, this is a very rare infection in humans. There's only been 13 cases in Michigan since 1964, so that's how rare it is.
And 6 nationwide.
About 6 a year all over the country.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about this now. It's a suspected case. How do they determine whether or not it is definitely?
Well, we're waiting for the Centers for Disease Control to confirm initial test results that were positive for the eastern equine encephalitis virus in this patient.
How many horses in West Michigan do we know have something like this?
We know now 5 horses that have been diagnosed with eastern equine encephalitis. So whenever we have horses that are getting this infection, we know there's human risk. So for humans in southwest Michigan right now, there is a small risk to get this infection.
Okay, how is it spread?
It is spread through the bite of mosquitoes that are infected with the virus. This is very much like what we experienced a few years ago with West Nile virus, a slightly different virus, but the same type of risk for people.
Okay, so what do we need to be looking out for? Well, who's most at risk?
Individuals most at risk are those individuals that are getting a lot of mosquito bites. The real risk areas are swampy, marshy areas, anywhere in lower Michigan, and certainly people that recreate, fishermen, hikers, people that have to work outdoors in wooded, swampy areas. Those are the risk people.
What about children? And we usually hear children and the elderly have to really pay close attention. Is that the same situation here?
That's correct. With this particular virus infection, those under age 15 and those over 50 have the highest risk of getting serious disease if they are infected with this virus.
So what do we need to do, I guess, to prevent something like this? Is it strictly just bug spray? Is that enough?
Well, certainly the thing that we can all do, like with West Nile virus a few years ago, is avoid mosquito bites and do what we can. Make sure your windows are screened and your screens are in good repair. Get rid of all that standing water that may be around where you live and work. Use long sleeve shirts, long pants. Use insect repellent on exposed skin. Cover your clothing with appropriate insect repellents if you have to be in contact with mosquitoes. Don't go out in the wooded areas at dawn and dusk. Those are the things we can do.
Right, and that's on southwest Michigan region because of those horses. Okay. Dr. Richard Tooker with the Kalamazoo Health Department, thank you for joining us tonight.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it.